All right. Whoa. Edit that out. Anyways, today, thank you for coming back. Doing another little video here for y'all. We're going to continue with yesterday's. As you can see, I'm kind of dressed up a little bit. Don't really ever wear a button-down shirt, but I'm trying to change my life a little bit. Get a little dressed up every once in a while. But no, really, Kelly and I are on our way to to her studio, her newborn studio, and we're going to do a consult on a client, hopefully, that's going to come in and learn about the different products that we offer as a photography studio. We don't just take pictures, we actually started doing more of the products, and we're going to have to learn a little bit more about it, but Kelly's doing the session today, and I'm just watching and learning more. But it's about canvases and products that you can print your pictures onto, that when you touch it, they won't even like get fingerprints or anything like that. We're guilty of it. We take pictures and we never ever print them, and so we're actually getting more in depth with that and our house to decorate our house. We want to put the artwork on people's walls, which is going to be awesome. It's more enjoyable when it's on the walls instead of in the computer when you can't see it. So, anyways, going back, I was talking about eating vegetables and like my first year at CrossFit, and the second year of CrossFit, I was actually still drinking, but I wasn't smoking, thank God. And Kelly wasn't smoking either. And I lost some weight. Went down from probably like my beginning of my journey, I was probably 200 pounds, and now in the time I probably got down to like 185, probably about 190 after boot camp, and then maybe got down to 180. I'm not real sure. Started having abs. I'd always wear those like real thin, I guess it was the real thin tight shirts that we would always wear back in like 2011. Compression shirts. We all had compression shirts on. They always had those little toast shoes also. We won't talk about that though. Oh, 5 fingers. Throw those things in. If you still got them, throw them in the trash. That's all I gotta say. Throw them in the trash. There's no point in those things. And it's gonna hurt when you step on a rock, or it's gonna hurt really bad when you actually do some jump rope and hit your toe when it's cold out, or even warm out. But anyways, then I would start, like we were doing some hollow rocks or something, or doing sit-ups, something like that. You could start seeing like a little 4-pack come in. And I was like, man, everything's going good. We're still eating Zone at the time, but we would still drink. Not every night, but we'd still go out drinking, like on the weekend sometimes, or we go during the week just to have fun. I was still getting up at 4:30 a.m., going to the 5 a.m. class, which was awesome. I mean, I loved going to the 5 a.m. class. There's nothing better than waking up, getting your day started with a great workout. You don't have to worry about it anymore. At that time, like let's say somebody wanted to go to dinner after work, or wanted to go have some drinks, or go talk, you didn't have to be like, no, I gotta go work out. It was already done. It was already out of the way. You could go do whatever you wanted to right after work. And a lot of people are just super tired and they're just not super motivated after work. So if you can convince yourself, I don't know what method you gotta do. If you gotta put the phone in the other room, the phone in the bathroom, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 3, 2, 1, go, jump out of bed. There's all sorts of different methods, and we'll go into those later on. The one I used is, I actually remembered my inner self remembered the fact that when I was before college and before I drank a whole lot, that I would wake up every day before my alarm. So all through high school, all through I don't know when I got an alarm. We'll call it middle school. But I'd set an alarm and I'd always wake up before it. Like I was just that excited, I guess, to get up and go do what I was going to go do. And so I realized that I was always a morning person. And if I could convince myself to go to bed earlier and just wake up earlier, I'd probably wake up before my alarm. But if I was drinking, I probably wasn't going to wake up before my alarm. So that was the negative side effect of drinking for sure. But the if you're excited enough, you should be able to wake up before your alarm, or you should be able to tell yourself, I'm gonna get up at 5 a.m. and you should just be able to wake up. You shouldn't really need an alarm if you're excited enough to get up. Most people don't have that why am I getting up push to get out of bed early, or the reason why you want to sleep is because you're in your comfort zone. You don't want to go push yourself past out of that comfort zone. You're just stuck in that rut. And I didn't want to be in that rut anymore, so that's why I wanted to be excited and wanted to go work out at 5 a.m. And it works. Even right now, like, I'm super excited to wake up again, and I realized I was in my comfort zone, and I wasn't waking up before I wasn't waking up really before the kids. I would just kind of lay there in bed, and now that I'm all fired up again, that I wake up at 5, and I'm like, well, might as well get out of bed, get my day started. And like I said, I always rinse my face off with some cold water and warm water. Right now it's been cold water. But anyways, the point of it is you need to find what is motivating you to get out of bed every day. It doesn't matter if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every day you should be getting out of bed at the same time. You should be that excited to get up and start your day. I mean, if you think about it, God is allowing you to get up again. He could take your soul at any time he wants to. There's no guarantee that you're going to get up tomorrow. There's no guarantee that you might make it to bed tonight. So the more grateful you are to be able to wake up and not have to worry about wanting to go back to sleep, the easier your life is going to be. And the more you're going to get done, of course. There's so many more positives to it. And so my second year at CrossFit was actually pretty good. I was gaining a lot of strengths. And the other thing is, when you say you're not a morning person and you want to start working out at 5 a.m. So all you really got to do, but you keep staying up till midnight, if you get up at 4:30, force yourself out of bed, you're probably going to go to bed at 11:30 or 11 that night. And then if you do it again, wake up at 4, get yourself out of bed and go. Keep going all day. Don't take a nap. Don't force yourself. Most of the time after the workout, you're not going to want to go back to bed anyways. Don't get me wrong. When we first started boot camp, we were so out of shape. It was such a workout that we would go straight back home and go back to bed for like an hour. Sometimes half hour, sometimes an hour. Then we would get back up and get our day started. Oh, the good times. That was the times when I didn't quite have the motor patterns of wanting to change so bad, and such a desire in my brain that I didn't want to go back to sleep. So, but anyways, once you start staying up late and then getting up early, the pattern is going to shift. The clock is going to start turning back. So by the end of it, you're still going to start going to bed at like 9 o'clock. And especially if you don't have kids, you can go to bed at 8 o'clock, wake up at 4:30, and get your full 8 hours of sleep if you want to get 8 hours of sleep. Some people require 7 to 8 hours. Some people require 4. I could go, 5 to 6 hours, but then towards the end, I'll start getting real tired, and I gotta get at least like 7 hours. So I've done it before when I was opening the gym, and you start making mistakes that you don't really realize that you're doing. So, anyways, back to the second year. I was making a lot of gains. I was sleeping real good. We'd always usually go to bed around 8:30, 9, maybe 9:30, kind of like what we're doing now. And I became pretty strong and became pretty good at CrossFit, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with CrossFit or anything like that. And so going to the box was very awesome. JC and Wes, they taught a lot, they pushed a lot, and I always had some good partners in there. Angelique was good, Melissa was good, Russ, he was there for a while, and then we had a couple others. Some left for the military, some would just die off, but we had a good 5 a.m. crew most of the time, pushed each other, had a lot of fun. And the main point of this story, the path for this second year of CrossFit, is just being able to get up out of bed and really teaching yourself that you can be a morning person. You just gotta want it bad enough. Kind of like Eric Thomas says, you gotta want it more than you want to be able to breathe. Like if you're underwater and you can't breathe, all you're just trying to do is get back up above water to breathe. And once you want to get out of bed early every day that bad, you're going to get up out of bed that bad and you're going to go to sleep. And once you start releasing the stress and getting rid of the stress, and we're going to talk about stress later on, that you'll find yourself, you won't be laying in bed like staring at the ceiling like, oh my God, why can't I go to bed? Why can't I go to sleep? What is wrong with me? Sometimes though, you might be so fired up that your brain's just firing on all cylinders and you got so many things you need to do. But when that happens, I realize that if you sit down and journal through that and get all that stuff out of your head and put it onto paper, you'll probably go to sleep pretty easy. Or even meditate before it, or even visualize all that stuff before, and take 20 minutes and then go back to bed. But if you're having a hard time sleeping, post in the comments, let me know. Let's see if we can work through it. But I guarantee you, if you start getting up out of bed early, you're gonna start going to bed early, and your life will change like mine did, just by that one little thing that I started doing about getting up out of bed early. Like I said, we were going to sleep at midnight, 1 o'clock. It didn't matter. There's nothing on TV past 9 o'clock that you really need to watch. And now with Hulu and Netflix, if you want to watch TV, like pick a show, watch it for an hour, go to bed. There's all sorts of tips and tricks on that stuff too, about not watching TV before bed and blah, blah, blah. I've been trying to read a little bit, but then I also like watching TV with Kelly, so it's kind of like a toss-up. But more about all this and more on the next episode. And like I say, go and try to make somebody's day better by smiling at them, saying hi, and keep a smile on your face. It's going to make you feel better every day. If you're walking around with a frown on your face, you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping anybody. You're not helping your kids. You're not helping your spouse. Walking around with a smile and saying hi to people and saying great things to your wife and your kids, and just having a attitude of gratefulness is going to get you through the day. Even when you think you're having such a bad day, you're really not having a bad day. It doesn't really matter what happens to you. You're not having a bad day. But anyways, alright, thanks a lot. Oh, like and share this. It's all public. And I'm going to try and start a YouTube channel today. So I might put that on my Facebook. So if you see it, please go see it, like it. But I'll probably start posting this at like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think I should do a podcast? My friend Joey put out a video the other day talking about how to get a podcast started, which I thought was really cool of him. I appreciate it. And probably going to follow his lead. We're going to see. But let me know. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.